Well, good morning. We are going to work on this big flower today. And I've already mixed some base up. It's a little darker than I expected, so I'm probably going to add some white, a little bit of white for this area. So I've got 4 different oranges, we'll call it, going in here. So I also got I'm going to put in some shadows that have a little bit of violet in it. And then I'm going to mix up a little bit of clear. And the reason I add clear is it really adds some depth. When I go back, I put all my colors in. Then I put a little bit, drizzle some clear in there. And it just gives it more interest. And that's top secret. I'll be back after I mix. I'm back. So I've mixed my 4 orange yellows for the poppy. I also mixed one that has some violet in it for some accent shadows. And like I said, some clear. So I'm going to add my hardener, and you don't have to listen to that blather. But one thing to know, here's my base. I added white to it because it was just a little bit too dark. I needed better values. But I always add a teeny bit of my other base color, green in this case, so that they have common DNA. That's the best way to put it. Okay, I'll see you in about 15 minutes. I forgot to turn on the camera. So I pretty much just threw on as much of the pale color yellow first, and then I went in where my shadows were and I just started throwing in my colors. No great system here. I like to have 1 tool per color, and I did not mix up enough yellow, so I can't go any farther. I might have enough to do this back here. Okay, so at least we'll do that. So, I know it's darker, and then this a little bit light. Then you go back with the toothpick and kind of just blend. You don't really want to blend. You just want to incorporate a little bit. And then the best part is if you can get any clear in there. I've kind of used it all up. I said clear gives you a little bit more interest. Let's see, what have I got? There's a good one. Probably can't see that yet. And I found that the less you do, the better you'll be. I want to add a little bit of dark along that edge. Yeah, maybe just a teeny bit here too. So the tough part is I'll never be able to mix these colors again exactly because I don't measure it when I'm doing it this part. Just a little accent. There too. You see, it's a big mess. And I always hate it until I'm sanding it. Okay. So, hit it with the torch. So, I am going to mix my next group of colors with the same colors, but I'm going to try to match these. I poured the residuals out. In fact, I often will save those little puddles with their little note on the back of them so that I can try to match according to that little leftover. And there has been a time when I used one of those little leftover bits, swatches, I guess we'll call them. And let's say I had forgotten to fill in one of these. I could take one of those and cut it and fit it in and glue it in. And I've done that once. Not on this piece. I'm not going to tell you which piece. But it comes in handy. Like I said, I'm going to pre-mix my colors, not mix my hardener in, and then they'll be ready to go when this is set up. It's a good thing that this happened because I really don't want to be working on this section when these two outer sections are still wet, because things bleed. As you saw, I cleaned up. In fact, there's a spot. I should clean it right there. Okay. Things bleed, and you don't want things mixing where you don't want them to mix. Okay, gonna mix colors. Bye.